Siddhartha Gautama was born into a life of privilege and opulence. He was a royal prince, destined for a life of power and comfort. However, a shadow of prophecy hung over the young prince. A sage predicted that Siddhartha would either become a mighty king or renounce the world to become a great spiritual leader. His father, King Suddhodana, was determined to shield his son from the spiritual path. He surrounded Siddhartha with luxury and shielded him from the harsh realities of life. Despite his father's efforts, Siddhartha possessed a deeply inquisitive mind. He yearned for knowledge and understanding beyond the confines of his gilded cage. He sensed that true happiness lay beyond the realm of sensory gratification. Siddhartha's destiny, however, had other plans. He would become the Buddha, the awakened one. One day, Siddhartha ventured beyond the palace walls. He encountered for the first time the stark realities of human suffering. He saw an old man bent with age, his body ravaged by time. He saw a sick man racked with pain, his body wasting away. Then he saw a corpse, devoid of life, being carried to its final resting place. These sights filled Siddhartha with a profound sense of disquiet. He realized the impermanence of youth, health, and life itself. He saw a wandering ascetic, his face etched with serenity amidst the turmoil of the world. This encounter sparked a ray of hope in Siddhartha's troubled heart. Determined to find a solution to the problem of human suffering, Siddhartha made a momentous decision. He resolved to renounce his royal life and embark on a spiritual quest. Thus began Siddhartha's extraordinary journey to enlightenment. Siddhartha's quest for enlightenment led him to the heart of ancient India's spiritual landscape. He sought guidance from renowned teachers and masters. He immersed himself in rigorous meditation practices and severe ascetic disciplines. He subjected his body to extreme deprivation, believing that mortification of the flesh would lead to spiritual liberation. Years of intense asceticism, however, brought Siddhartha no closer to his goal. He realized that physical deprivation alone could not extinguish suffering or lead to true liberation. Disillusioned with the path of extreme asceticism, Siddhartha began to reconsider his approach. He remembered a childhood experience of profound meditative absorption. He realized that true enlightenment lay not in punishing the body, but in cultivating a calm and focused mind. He resolved to find a different way, a path that lay between the extremes of indulgence and self-mortification. Siddhartha's rejection of extreme asceticism marked a pivotal turning point in his spiritual journey. He realized that the path to enlightenment lay in balance and moderation, not in punishing the body. This realization led him to discover the middle path, a path that avoided the extremes of self-indulgence and self-mortification. The middle path advocated a life of mindful awareness, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. This balanced approach, Siddhartha discovered, was conducive to spiritual growth and the attainment of liberation. Siddhartha's discovery of the middle path was a profound revelation. It challenged the prevailing spiritual paradigms of his time. It offered a practical and accessible approach to spiritual liberation that anyone could follow. The middle path became a cornerstone of Siddhartha's teachings. It provided a roadmap for navigating the complexities of life and attaining true happiness. Together, Siddhartha and his followers embarked on a shared journey of spiritual exploration. Siddhartha's quest for enlightenment reached its culmination under a sacred fig tree, now known as the Bodhi tree. Determined to reach the depths of his being, he sat beneath its sprawling branches, vowing not to rise until he found the answers he sought. As he delved deeper into meditation, he confronted the full force of Mara, the personification of temptation and doubt. Mara unleashed a torrent of distractions, attempting to break Siddhartha's concentration. Yet Siddhartha remained steadfast in his meditation, his resolve unwavering. He confronted each obstacle with wisdom and compassion, eventually breaking the power of Mara's illusions. As darkness gave way to dawn, Siddhartha experienced a profound spiritual awakening. He saw with perfect clarity the nature of suffering, its origins, and the path to its cessation. He had attained enlightenment, becoming the Buddha, the awakened one. Siddhartha's enlightenment was not a mystical escape from the world. It was a profound realization of the true nature of reality and the path to liberation from suffering. After his enlightenment, Buddha traveled extensively throughout India. He shared his insights with anyone who sought guidance, regardless of their social status or background. His teachings, known as the Dharma, offered a practical and liberating path to overcome suffering and attain true happiness. Central to Buddha's teachings were the Four Noble Truths. These truths outlined the nature of suffering, its cause, the possibility of its cessation, and the path to achieve that cessation. Buddha also taught the Noble Eightfold Path, a set of guidelines for ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. This path provided a practical roadmap for living a life of purpose, compassion, and spiritual growth. Buddha's teachings spread rapidly, attracting a diverse following of monks, nuns, and lay practitioners. Monasteries and communities were established, serving as centers of learning and spiritual practice. Buddha's disciples played a crucial role in disseminating the Dharma. As Buddha aged, he prepared his disciples for his eventual passing. He emphasized that they should rely on his teachings, the Dharma, as their guide. He reminded them that the path to enlightenment was open to all who sought it with sincerity and dedication. At the age of 80, surrounded by his devoted disciples, Buddha passed away in Kushinagar. His death, known as the parinirvana, marked the end of his earthly journey. However, his teachings continued to live on, passed down through generations of followers. His legacy as the Buddha, the awakened one, would continue to inspire millions for centuries to come. Buddhism, the tradition that emerged from his teachings, spread throughout Asia and eventually became a global religion. His emphasis on compassion, ethical conduct, and mindfulness resonated deeply with people from all walks of life. Buddha's journey from a life of privilege to one of spiritual awakening continues to resonate with people from all walks of life. His teachings offer timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of the human experience. They provide insights into the nature of suffering, the importance of compassion, and the path to cultivating inner peace. Buddha's emphasis on mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment, has gained increasing relevance in our fast-paced world. Mindfulness practices, rooted in Buddhist teachings, offer tools for managing stress and enhancing overall well-being. Buddha's message of compassion speaks to our shared humanity and our responsibility towards one another. In a world often marked by conflict and division, Buddha's teachings on compassion offer a path towards greater understanding and peace. His life serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that each of us has the capacity to awaken to our own inherent wisdom and potential for liberation.